The US has once again pointed its finger at China. American intelligence is accusing Beijing of a lack of transparency, saying China is being dishonest about the extent of the pandemic. In response, Beijing's foreign ministry listed how China has responded to the outbreak. This includes December the 27th, when 3 suspected cases were reported for the first time. January the 3rd, when China started to share information with the WHO, as well as countries including the US. And January the 23rd, when Wuhan went into lockdown.
By taking decisive and strong measures, the Chinese government ensured to the highest possible extent the life, safety, and health of the Chinese people, and brought precious time for stemming the global spread of the virus. China has always been open, transparent, and responsible in all its efforts.
But US President Donald Trump does not buy any of this. He suggests China could have passed on information about the new coronavirus months earlier, even despite America's top infectious disease expert saying this would have been impossible. Dr. Anthony Fauci says months earlier would have been September, when there were no reported cases of COVID-19 whatsoever. Richard Horton, the editor-in-chief of leading medical publication The Lancet, also believes China has done a good job.
The message from China was absolutely clear that a new virus with pandemic potential was hitting cities. People were being admitted to hospital, admitted to intensive care units and dying, and the mortality was growing. We knew that 11 weeks ago.
A recently released study says China's response delayed the growth and limited the size of COVID-19. Its model suggests there would have been 700,000 cases outside China by mid-February, if a travel ban had not been imposed and emergency measures had not been taken at the national level. The study was conducted by a group of international researchers, and many of them are US scientists. The perspective is very different from a number of leading US politicians.
I suggest that the relevant U.S. politicians change their work priorities and direction and shift their entire focus to battling the epidemic, saving the lives of American people and ensuring their health.
She says China sympathizes with the US people as they face a serious situation and understands that some people in the US want to deflect responsibility. She stressed, however, that China does not want to get involved in meaningless arguments. Daniel Bay, CGTN.